Hello everybody, I am The Worm, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time, we had quite the reveal. It was the reveal that we are the prince, yes. And the only thing we had to lose in order to make that transformation was our headband. Yes, I know you're devastated, as am I. It was a really cool headband, but I guess that's the price we have to pay for royalty. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it all makes sense in terms of... It makes sense that we are actually someone important rather than just a nameless guy. Well, not nameless, we named him, but for the whole game thus far... our character was basically a nobody. He was just someone you could inhabit. And it was pretty... a bit of personality in some of the text choices, but, our character was not the most expressive. But it turns out all of that was because, he wasn't... He was kind of a, what would it be, a Magla construct? He had a kind of manufactured past, and he was really just going out and learning everything for the first time, in some sense. And so, I guess that's a good explanation for why he was a bit emotionless at times. But now we have reunited with our true self, and now this whole conflict takes on a new dimension, I'd say. It's not only... It's not just about the cause. The cause is obviously still there, and the ideals are still there, but it's personal. That's the thing. If it wasn't already personal enough, now it's even more personal. So, yeah, that was all interesting. We didn't get the reveal on who is speaking to us. I'm pretty sure it's our mother, the former Elden Queen. And yeah, it wasn't just us. It was also Gallica that got kind of messed with, in a sense. And I'm wondering if we're going to hear more about that. Because, yes, indeed, it is still more fascinated by what the fairies do. And we are going to start off today with a bit of a history lesson, the true history of the world. So we got a taste of that in the temple. And now, I suppose we'll get all the details. Well, maybe not all the details, because I am assuming at some point Zorba is going to crash the party. So let's get ready for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to everyone here, and then we'll go ahead and see what the Hermitess has to tell us. Late Queen.
Oh, it's you! Oh, now this I can't believe!
Yes, everyone is exactly like us out there.
Oh. All right then.
Can we go this way? What's in this room?
All right then.
Okay, I guess we're exploring a little side area. Oh. Well, yeah. They did mention they put them off to the side, I think.
Huh? Well...
King and Fairy? What now?
It's okay.
Oh, this is where Prince was. Oh my goodness, look at this. We got some royal items here. Crown, a dagger, a scepter of some kind. My goodness.
Oh!
Interesting. So, turns out we are, I don't know, is this a cyclical story kind of thing? Are we following along Fate's design?
Oh, very nice.
Hey,
I'm standing right here, you know. That's right, there was something I was going to... So, were we just a copy of the prince's soul, or were we the actual prince's soul inside of a Magla vessel? Because that confused me a bit, because we did hear that the prince woke up, and then we were told that the prince actually confronted Zorba, and that's when he was attacked. And so, if we had the prince's soul, what was the prince like when he woke up? You know, that makes me think we were maybe a copy of the soul, or half of the soul, or because the prince woke up, you know, and was, you know, seemed to have his own will of some kind. I think you need at least something of a soul for that, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm trying to put into, you know, more thought than what the game wants me to. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. All the fairies are. I commented on it last time, but they're all very simplistic, where Gallica very much is not.
come off it.
Yeah, other half. That makes sense to me. If we were either a copy or a piece of the prince's soul, and then we reunited and/or combined with him.
All right then.
That makes more sense to me.
What?
Now here's the big question before we can move on.
What now?
Oh yeah, look at this. In the menu now, our character looks different because of the, you know, the hair color, the eyes. Look, I'd love to buy from this shop, but big bargain day is tomorrow. Should I
Now
hope that we're still going to be able to have access to this store by tomorrow? Should we be greedy like that? I think we have to try and be greedy. Because that's a lot of money, man. Hey, I'm the prince, right? Surely when the prince and his retinue escaped to the Elder Village, he brought part of the treasury with him, right? I need some funds. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going, as I just said previously, I have a suspicion that we're gonna get told a good amount of stuff, but when we get to something really critical, Zorba's gonna walk in and interrupt us. That's my guess. So let's Altar of Secret History, huh? Okay. Let's see what you have for us. Oh my.
Huh? Wow. What?
See, why are you surprised, Gallica? I mean, we know that her memory was messed with. And apparently, you know, it's interesting that all the other fairies can see this obvious change and difference in her now. But it feels like the voice, again, who I'm thinking is the former queen, our mother, she said she changed her memory to be so that she would take us along and wouldn't be surprised by us. But it certainly seems like Gallica was changed a lot more than that. And since the game started, Gallica already seemed to be pretty complex. So, you know, this hasn't been an ongoing change, at least as far as I can tell, throughout the game. It could have been a thing where Gallica was slowly becoming more complex throughout the story, but no, she always seemed to be emotionally and you know, intelligent and complex in that way. So it feels like this was, whenever this change happened, it kind of happened all at once. At least that's what the sense I'm getting. Okay.
Wow. About that.
Yeah, it's something like Gallica was just a normal fairy. And that, oh, murals. Oh my goodness. Sure.
Oh, it's you. And yet.
So, should I check out all these murals now, or start talking with her first? Let's just start with one of them and see what that tells us. Academic studying a store of hidden power. The invention of magic. So magic was not discovered, it was invented? Okay. Spellbinding city. Futuristic architecture. Era of light. Okay. Magic was discovered, that led to vast prosperity and technological advancement. Large-scale magic is cast, dragons are let loose. War of the Dragons. Okay. Pretty sure we saw that in the temple. Okay, these three go together. Eight youths stand facing away. There's a corpse holding a flower. Oh my. I don't know how to say this. Triptych? Triptyche? Triptych? Triptych? I don't know. Triptych? Triptych, Birth of the Tribes. Okay, let's see what the other wall says. Oh, okay, I'm seeing City of Ruins in the background, repercussions of the war. Dawn. Okay, so the beginning of what I guess we could call our modern times in this world. What's this? Clamar General. Uh-huh. Wise-looking youth and a beautiful woman. Union. Do you think it's... Do you think that is Hithlodius the Fifth and our mother, the Queen? Okay, so obviously... I guess we're calling our current times the Second World, and so these murals should be depicting the First World. So magic was invented, led to prosperity, but then conflict broke out. Don't know where the dragons came from. They're made of, aren't they made of magla or something like that? So presumably either a consequence of magic or a creation of magic. But, you know, essentially they're what? Are they meant to be, you know, WMD level creations? But then after that conflict, the 8 tribes split from the Elden. And so the Second World began. Then that leads up to the modern times we are currently in. And then this is probably the most recent thing with... Which is interesting because this mural, you know, looks faded like the others do. But this should be pretty dang recent, right? If it is what I think it is. Okay. He's probably going to tell us all that. Probably didn't need to do that. Let's do it.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the Old Ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
Mm-hmm.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic.
Okay, now you're saying discovery, but the mural said invention. So, which is it?
Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves.
Oh my.
And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Wow. Got some biological engineering going on. Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries.
Wow.
You understand now, yes? We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new. Wow, we're getting, we're definitely entering into the, well, sort of the archetypal, you know, prophetical kind of figure here.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark?
Yeah, sounds about right.
In truth, it's the opposite.
Oh.
Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes.
See, I remember thinking that igniters and the other sort of Sanctus inventions... What was it? It was something like the Sanctus experiments, the igniters, the weapons, all that sort of stuff. That was causing outbreaks of melancholia and the humans and all that sort of thing. But no, you're saying igniters are to limit magic.
The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names. Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. Sure, there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides,
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out, as though that's the natural order. Oh my. Achievement unlocked. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince.
let's do it.
No one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Well, that makes me happy.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
I mean, I get the guiding voice. I get what it was doing with Gallica, because, yes, Gallica was kind of embarking on this journey on a bit of false pretenses here. Because she was initially just meant to be a messenger fairy, right? And, you know, especially if she was just a simple... And I don't mean simple in a bad way, but just as simple as all the other fairies seem to be, she wouldn't really have understood what was going on, so the guiding voice clearly wanted to give her a way out if she looked back on all this sort of stuff and felt deceived about it, but I am glad that she's decided to stick around, so that's good.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I want you by my side until the end.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Oh, really?
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
What is his forbidden spell? I mean, I want to know about both of these things. I guess if I have to pick one, though, tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village.
Curious.
His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, There was one by the name of Caradrius.
Well, well, well.
A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
Okay, tell me about the spell then.
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
Well, that kind of stinks. That leads me to think it was more of a discovery thing than an invention. Because why would you invent something that needed, you know, anxiety or fear? I mean, if you wanted to just use it, you'd want to be able to just use it. But why attach a condition to it like that? I don't know. Does that even make sense? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just keep going.
In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our
I
hearts
see,
that
okay.
we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel.
I think that was what I was trying to get to there, yeah. It is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Okay, yeah. So that's, you. If it is an invention, you put that in there because it's something like, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, that kind of thing. So you need to be willing to confront that. Okay, I get it.
But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more Magla from their hearts.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad sort of negative feedback loop there.
Without the willpower to face your fear, the Magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge.
Okay, so it's all just revenge then, huh? I'll have to think about that, I think.
even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him! The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Sorry, what's his name? Nurse. The nurses run. Okay, I was gonna say a few things, but I guess we're in... Okay, I thought he was actually gonna fight us,
Why
and
not?
it was gonna be another tragic thing where everyone outside had been attacked, but no, he just snuck in, I guess. Okay, can we see what we got?
Now,
Okay, sorry if you heard that noise. That was me. Where are we here? Oh, here it is. Prince. Cooperative chase. Uh-huh. So just another version of the Seeker passive. Heavy slash to one enemy. Wow, big self buff. Heavy magic light damage to all enemies. Wow. Recovers HP and MP each time support attack lands in overworld combat. That seems very nice. Very convenient. Add 4 turn icons. Resist all affinity damage other than Almighty. Oh! Deals extreme Almighty damage to one enemy. Damage we again. Oh my goodness. Look at all these synthesis. What? Chronicle at the End. What is that? Do we have that? It's green. Although required item is red, so maybe not. Royal Archetype. Severe physical... This is great. And he uses Seeker weapons. Okay, sure. Let's try that out.
I found new power.
Let's get up to rank 6 at least.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Do we have... Oh yeah. Four skills. Sure, heavy wind. Do the revive. Sure, Dekunda. I like Void Wave. Decreasing attack. Void Wave, Seeker's Flame. I mean, they're all good. Let's not go too crazy yet. Okay. We did have... Yeah, we have Radiance. Okay, let's just go with that. Oh, okay. Glad we're just being told that now.
I beg your pardon.
Wait, which sword? You mean just the sword that we have? Okay. Hey guys, did y'all see a, hooded figure walk in and out of here?
Awful. Oh, now this I can't believe!
What in the blade?
Well, I mean, I'm glad that he didn't attack anyone else. I guess this might be our last chance to buy anything, but... Yeah, thanks, bud. This could be our last chance to buy it, but I'm still gonna...
There's so much to take.
I'm still gonna hold out hope that I can return here tomorrow. Surely the shop in here also abides by the bargain day.
No.
Is he gonna try and take us down, or is he just gonna return to Luis and let him know?
All right then.
Watch out! Ready?
Wait.
Ready?
I should probably check what everyone
Why not?
is... He's general... I mean, we're pretty decked out from our fight with Luis, so I don't think... Let's just go.
Ready?
I mean, we don't know what the weaknesses will be or anything, but we'll find out. I'm assuming this won't be a dungeon, it'll just be a single fight.
Stop!
Hey, Zorba.
You. So it was you behind the attack.
Sorry, Hulkenberg. Let's hear her anger.
You. Zorba.
Yes, very angry.
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Can we just fight this guy?
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
But seriously, guys, there's, you know, there's 8 of us here, counting Gallica. Like, let's just take this guy on.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Oh, hey, we fought this guy.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
All right, good luck, everybody. This is, in fact, our first fight on the hard difficulty. Yes, the prince.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Okay, prince archetype exclusive to the protagonist. You can now change it out as you wish. You can act as support for all synthesis skills. Wow. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skill can be transferred.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
That just seems incredible. This guy is OP.
Maybe not.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, we haven't really had as many complex
Time for some close combat.
fights where you have to... Oh. On hard, enemies receive an additional turn icon in most battles.
Falling back.
Okay.
Forward! I'll get some distance.
Well, let's
Come
start
forth,
hitting
Royal
things.
Soul.
I mean, yeah, let's see how this does.
Flare!
That was good.
Reel and run, but my shots will I'll use what I must.
Let's go ahead and steal.
Out to go.
Why, hello there,
Took his
treasure.
ripe
Don't
apple.
behold this power. That's not. This is just what I need. Raging fun. They sure don't give up easy.
Okay, shelter formation.
Guards, right forward.
What?
Dang it. Eyes base weak to slash again. Okay, this was... I should have unlocked some of those other seeker skills. But, I mean, this did good damage, so let's do it again.
Light! Let's push through!
Reel and run, but my face me.
Maybe hit the legs.
This behold this power.
Do a heal.
Help on me.
My thanks.
I owe you. I can't afford to hold back.
Okay, not sure
General!
about other weaknesses. You could try applying an ice
Be
weakness.
frozen!
Roll gave them a new weakness. Now hit him where it hurts.
Dang it, Heismay. Gotta dodge. There you go.
Vitus power! Is there another way?
They're weak to ice.
Let's go.
Stop him cold.
Flare! Come on!
You think yourself equal to a huge to the vanguard? I need now accept your fate. Apologies. Would you finish it?
Watch me!
That was a cool.
Great.
That was a cool effect.
To the fore! Stepping back, I call upon royal power within! The power of
Here's
ice!
our weak point. Keep it up,
okay.
Troll.
We can do this.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Vitus power! Scour!
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Please!
Ouch.
I'll use what I must.
Okay, so his legs are gone. He just regenerated the apples. Okay.
Oh, power of kings! A favor, if I may.
Masked dancer!
Let's just top ourselves off. Be a bit safe.
Much thanks.
My thanks! Are you prepared?
Okay, let's just hit everything.
Untamed magic! Not done yet!
Let's sprint!
And we're going through our MP pretty quickly. Let's see how you do with Slash.
Let us
Okay,
clean up this
He's
mess.
not weak to Slash.
Sniper! I leave it to you.
I call upon a royal soul! Raging fire! Let's keep it up!
It regenerated the headwind. Here comes another round of wind attacks.
What?
Ouch.
I call upon royal power within! No, not this. You first.
It's a sprint!
Okay, let's do this.
Reel and sniper! Fall! I dare say we've made our point.
Oh, I think we got all the apples with
This'll be
that.
over soon enough. This is just what I need! Burn!
No holding back! Be frozen!
Troll gave them a new weakness.
Okay, about halfway down.
Where it hurts.
Oh, son of a gun.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
I won't hold back! Light!
Be neither timid nor arrogant. A wise choice.
Watch me! No need to worry.
My thanks.
Okay.
Helpful as ever.
I think we've got this fight down.
General! The power of
Here's
ice!
their weak point. Keep it up, Troll.
I mean, yeah, let's just go ham on him.
Flare! Alright, how's that?
You think yourself equal to a sniper? A blunder.
Nice one, Captain.
Okay.
Please, after you.
General! Be frozen!
Troll gave them a new weakness.
Come forth, Royal
Hit
Soul!
him where it hurts.
Wind! Still up?
Be
Good damage.
now accept your fate. For commendable bearing.
I'll give fast dancer. Light! Sorry, my mistake.
Almost there, come on. Oh, son of a gun.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again. His legs are
No, don't heal yourself, please.
You're healed! We've gotta do something about those apples!
Oh, please!
Gotta do something about those apples, yeah.
Let me handle those apples.
You know, it's funny. So this was in the very beginning of the game. You could ask her to help, and I don't think I did. Should I trust her now? Sure.
All right, leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Are you prepared?
Well, that's good.
The power of
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Joe.
Scour! A tough one.
Apologies. Would you finish it?
This might be a good strategy.
Be frozen!
Come on.
They die hard!
Gave them a new weakness. Now hit them where it hurts.
No. I'm all prepared.
Can't do it. Any synthesis.
No, this won't work.
Maybe we'll do that next turn.
I won't hold back! Maybe not. Come forth, Royal Soul!
Wait. Oops.
Wind! Still here?
Dang it.
What is that? You're strong!
Someone kill him fast!
Ah, dang it.
Highs may got knocked out. You. We gotta revive him. After you, Juno.
I shall
are you
fight
okay?
as the noble I am.
You look like you're about to drop.
This should work.
I shall repay this
I will
favor
sprint.
Okay,
tenfold.
now we beat him.
Scour!
There we go. We got there. Wind God's Gale, you say?
Okay. I'll strive for greater heights.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I continue to grow.
Ah, I didn't know I had it in me.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
All right.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still,
not everything.
What's our next move? The people think you a monster. Will not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let us fight together.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
I hope you'll sing a song of victory.
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions.
Oh, why is that?
After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. For everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Aww. Stay with me, Gallica.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush.
It sounds like we've got some sort of, sounds like we've got some sort of cyclical fate thing going on, you know? Good king and, fairy queen. Yeah, so, you know. I'm not one to rock the boat. Let's, if fate has, that in mind for us, then sure. Stay with me. Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Nice.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
Okay, we got the better mage classes. And this is just crazy. Victory source foresight. During squad battles, you may gain an extra turn icons plural. So just out of the blue, huh? Nice. You can now study Elemental Master and the Warlock.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late king of Uchronia and the queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but the ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical.
Metaphor?
There's a little more.
You can't just say that word in this game.
However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then, true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I closed my eyes. Hey, Moore. I got my hair done. What do you think?
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler. Not as an unearned title of Bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks it.
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time?
Can I make a guess? This might be really late in the game, but I want to make a guess. Is Moore... He's a Clamar, right? Wasn't King Hythlodius a Clamar as well? What if, is Moore meant to be what the younger King Hythlodius looked like? The fact that we just heard the voice who I think is our mother, that kind of just made a light bulb pop in my head. I don't know, I'm trying to think back to that scene with the king in the very first cutscene, the king bedridden, what he truly looked like. I don't know.
Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
Yeah, author of the fantasy novel, which we know we got from our parents, has Moore visited the ancient Elden sanctum.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Aw, look at that. It's no longer just it's no longer the prince, but...
Okay.
Well, I guess it is the
All
prince,
our
but...
preparations are just about set.
Well, you know what I
Now
mean.
that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that Bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Stand strong to the end. Don't get reckless out there. Although that would be kind of funny. Let's try to be firm here. Stand strong to the end.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in me eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Protect my country and its people. I don't care for honor. Some coin would be nice. I could use some right now, actually. There's a few purchases I want to make. Yeah, I guess to protect my country and its people.
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
What does that mean? What does the game look like now?
All right.
No.
Here's where we are now.
We have to go to Grand Trad?
All right.
No! No! Let me stay. I need to buy. No. I'm devastated. All my shopping plans for nothing.
Let's
no.
move.
This time for sure. No.
Oh. Here's where we are now. Let's move.
Fine.
You see?
Yeah.
Can't we just teleport?
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
Oh, far from over. Okay.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Batlin.
Who are you?
The man himself.
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Oh, snap.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Ominous.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh, no, of course not. I'll
call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Uh-oh.
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? why only those supported by the people can use it. Listen well, O King. The truth behind the royal magic.
And of course we don't get to hear.
So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Oh my goodness.
Thou wert elder.
He had a headband too.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paripus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince!
Lady Juno, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame!
Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions, and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pikes soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother
Hey,
with
Batlin.
them! No talking this one out. You need to run! Now!
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
Man, I do really wish I could just save and stop middle cutscene, but okay.
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Oh my goodness, okay.
All right.
Okay, I need to go. Yes, I do. Okay. Sorry about being a bit quiet at the end there, but I was just kind of trying to move things along because this episode is kind of running a bit long, a bit too long for me. Everything's going crazy. We'll talk about it next time. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry for a quick outro, but I really gotta go. So, I am The Worm. This has been Metaphor ReFantazio. I hope you're all doing alright. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.